In this video, I just want to show you guys the details of how I create the gold iron-on and black pieces for Anna's dress. To start out with, I insert the image that I need into Procreate. In this case, it's the design that's on her dress. And I just trace it out with a monoline brush using a symmetry tool and then fill it in. And then I do the same thing for the image that is on the purple cape. Now from there, I transfer it to a transparent PNG, import it into Vectornator, and then I lower the opacity and use it to trace. And I use it this way just because it is easier for me to see the image than if I was using the actual Disney image. Otherwise you could just put the image just straight into Vectornator and do it from there. Now I use the pen tool and I just start tracing out the outline. Now, I am a beginner at Vectornator, so sometimes I can't figure out how to do things, or I do things very messed up, as you'll see later. But yeah, so I just trace it out to the halfway point. I go to the little arrow that doesn't have the pointy bit, and I use it to edit the curve that's looking messed up at the top corner there. Like so. And then I just clean up any mistakes using that tool. And then what I do is I duplicate and flip the image. Might take me a moment here. Yeah, like I said, I'm a beginner, so sometimes I can't figure out how things work. But yeah, here, duplicate and flip. And then I bring everything up, to match it, and I realized that I accidentally duplicated it 5 bajillion times, so I deleted a bunch. Yeah. This is what I meant. Alright, but yeah, so I duplicate it, and then I go over to the path layer, put them together, and then I turn fill back on, and it fills in the image. And then I just start over from the beginning, do the same thing for the triangle. How I join the images, it's the shape in the corner that's pretty much directly under the red recording symbol. You can I think it's about to be right here. Yeah, it's under path, boolean, and then it's the one that's the two squares with nothing else. Where it's two squares that look like they're joined. And this is me trying to figure out what the heck I did here, that it's looking weird. There we go. And then for the circles, I just go to the shape tool and create a circle, because that's super easy. Right here, I'm just trying to line stuff up so that it's nice and perfect. But yeah, that's what I do, and then from here, I upload it to Cricut, and then just cut it out. I will cut it out on paper first, just to make sure that it looks nice before I cut it out on my final, but yeah. Very happy. Alright guys, now for a little bit of math time. What you're gonna need is, once you've actually got pieces cut out of your fabric and not yet sewn but cut out, you're going to want to figure out how big you want them. So you'll measure from right about here, which is where your pleat starts, to about, for me, it was 2 inches below the collar. Now, on my specific cloak, that came out to be about, I think, 6 inches height, and that's really all you need once you have this piece. So from end to top, 6 inches. And yeah, you really just have to measure where you want it to figure out. To be on the safe side, I will print off a practice piece on a piece of paper and see if it looks correct on the cloak. And then you're going to want to do something similar for these pieces down here. And for this piece here and these pieces there. You're just going to want to, once you have your fabric cut out, you'll want to go to the areas, measure, and see how big you want them. I specifically was using a clear quilting ruler because it allowed me to get to about the size that I need and see exactly how big I wanted with that. Now, I did mess up on this area, so we're going to be down 2 because I accidentally curved it in and up. So we're going to be doing everything based off the size of this one. I knew I needed to fit 3 on each side, and I had to measure the space from here to here, and then I divided it by 3, and that got my width to be 1.41 a piece. So that's how I know how big my width needs to be. And actually, because you want a little bit of space in between each one, you're going to want to go a little bit smaller than this number. I'm going to leave about 0.2 inches in between each one, so I'm going to do 1.21 inches. So yeah, I just wanted to walk you guys through that little bit of stuff there. But yeah, next thing you're going to want to do is open up Cricut Design Space. Insert your image. In this case, we're actually going to be messing around with the back cape piece. You're going to put your height in. So for me, that was 6 inches. I'm going to go take the 2 circles. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. There. Delete the 2 circles. Fix the height. And there we go. Now, because I'm going to be printing out this practice test sheet, I'm also just going to go ahead and upload the bottom cape design. Insert the height, the width that I wanted, which was the 1.21. I'm going to set it up here. Now, so if you just click make it from here, your pieces aren't going to be in order. So what you want to do is click on your piece, go to actions, you're going to hit attach. And so you can see that we've attached this big piece, but not the small one. So we're going to go click make it, and see, you can see where I did the big piece and the small ones all separated. So you're going to want to attach the small one to itself, and then hit make it. And so that's what it's going to look like. Alright, so I cut out a practice test on a sheet of paper, and it was still just a little too small, so I think I'm actually going to make the height 7 inches, and that should be perfect. And at this point, I think I'm ready to cut it out into vinyl, so that's what I'm going to do next. So this iron-on is going to be cut out of this gold metallic carriagey iron-on vinyl, or heat transfer vinyl as this one calls it. First thing I'm going to do is open it up, pull out my vinyl, if it'll pull out, there we go. This includes, oh, one moment, there we go. This actually has instructions for the Cricut. It says blade standard, setting iron on, so, and then it recommends 302 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 15 seconds. I don't have, like, an iron or heat press that will tell me the exact degrees. I just have a Black & Decker iron. I looked it up, and a bunch of people recommended just using the highest heat setting, so that's what I'm going to try. So, why is it always tape? Ooh. Dang. Usually vinyl's got like blocks, so it's easier to cut out, but I see that in this case it does not. So I'm gonna grab a pencil and a ruler, and we'll work from there. I'll use this color pencil because it's what I got. Ruler wise, I think my pack. Wow, my head. Nope, it's not there. Okay. Okay, here's a ruler. So I did 7 inches, so we're gonna do about 7.5. I want to leave some wiggle room so I don't like cut too close when I put it in my Cricut. So yeah, 7.5, and that is not marking very well. Whoa. Yeah, we might have to find a different pencil. I guess I actually have to look for a mechanical pencil. Woo. There we go. Okay. Slightly better, still not great. Okay. Yes, 7.5 here, and then width-wise, it's about 4 inches. Yeah, 4 inches. That's what we'll give it. I just dropped the candle lid. I just dropped the candle lid. Fun times, fun times. Okay. 4. We're gonna go down here, match it up exactly. Mark the 4, and then just draw a straight line here. That really does not like. Yeah, this does not like marking this, but whatever. I wonder if you just have to use pen or something. And then just take some scissors, cut it, and it'll be the size that you need to put on your mat. I've got it cut out. I've got my mat, which is a Lightgrip Mat. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Cricut. Place the piece of iron on vinyl, shiny side down, like the color side down. I use my little scraper tool to make sure it's all laying flat. And then, yeah, you're about ready to hit go on your Cricut design space. Now, I hit make it. And then you gotta wait for the loading. Make sure everything looks right, it's the right cut, the right size. Generally for iron-on, you want to mirror it, but seeing as how my pieces are symmetrical, I did not worry about that. Click your Cricut, go choose your material. For this, my instructions say to use everyday iron-on, which is what I'm going to type in after messing up. Yeah, everyday iron-on. Check that the pressure is how you want it. Make sure you've got all the instructions on. This is me making sure I've got it the right side down. Tools are all correct. And then you're gonna press go. And now I've got it on, I've weeded it, I've got an iron. I'm going to place a piece of cotton over it and take the iron and press for 15 seconds. And then this is about it. You're going to peel off your top coating, and I'm going to show you guys how everything looks like. I've cut some of the black out already, and yeah, that's just the process of going about doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye-bye.